Can you guess which of the spelling is correct, or are you confused again? Well, let's not worry about it and start our video, Rules of Spelling while using suffixes in English. In this video, we are going to discuss all these suffixes. So let's start our section 1, which includes suffixes that begin with vowels. Let's see the first rule. For the given suffixes, the rule states that if we add these suffixes to a word that ends with a consonant, simply add the suffix in the end. Let's see the examples. Adapt, adaptable. Here you can see the word ends with a T, and hence we have added the suffix able at the end of it. Next, black, blackish. Once again, the word ends in a consonant K, and we have added a suffix ish at the end of it. Next, addict, addiction. Once again, the word ends with a consonant T, and at the end the suffix ion is added to it. And the last, mountain, mountainous. Here too the word ends in a suffix, the consonant N, and the suffix ous is added to it. Moving on to rule number 2. For the same set of suffixes, rule number 2 states that if we add these suffixes to a word that ends with a final silent E, then we drop E and add the suffix. Let's see the examples. Advise, advisable. So as you can see, the final E is silent, so hence that E is dropped and the suffix able is added. Let's see the next. Inflate, inflation. Once again, E being a silent letter at the end, it is being dropped and the suffix ion is added. Next, dance, dancer. Once again, E is dropped and the suffix er is added to the word. This rule number 3 states that we should keep the final E if the word ends with a soft CE or GE sound. Let's see the example to clear it. Notice, noticeable. So as you can see, it's a soft CE sound at the end of notice, and hence we have kept E in the spelling while adding the suffix able at the end of it. Next, courage, courageous. Here too, the E is not dropped and OUS suffix is added at the end of the word, keeping E. So, for the same set of suffixes, rule number 4 states that if the word is a verb and it ends with a vowel plus L, then we have to double that L and then add the suffix. Let's see the examples to clear this point. Counsel, counselor. As you can see, the word ends with an L and there is a vowel E before L. Hence, while adding the suffix, we have doubled the L and hence the spelling double LOR. Let's see the next example. Excel, excellent. Once again, the word ends with a L and there's a vowel E. So while adding the suffix ENT, we have doubled the L. Now, rule number 5 for the same set of suffix. If the verb ends with a single vowel plus a consonant and there is a stress at the end of the word, then we double the final consonant and then add the suffix. So this can be a little confusing. Let's see this one by one with the example. Begin, beginner. So you can see here at the end there is a consonant N, there is a single vowel I before N. So the first two conditions are met, that it's a single vowel plus a consonant. And the next is the stress is at the end of the word. So we do not say begin, we say begin. The stress is at the end of the word. So we have doubled the consonant N while adding the suffix ER. and hence the spelling double N-E-R at the end of the word. Let's see another example. Refer, referral. Here too the consonant is R, the single vowel before R is E, and also the stress is once again at the end of the word, that is refer. So here also we have doubled the consonant R while adding the suffix al at the end of it. The rule number 6 states that if the verb ends with a single vowel plus a consonant, this is same as the previous rule, and stress is not at the end of the word, then we do not double the final consonant and simply add the suffix. So in the previous rule there was stress at the end of the word, but in this case there is no stress at the end of the word. Let's see the example. Visit, visitor. So there is no stress at the end of the word while we say visit. So we have not doubled the T, which is the final consonant, and simply added OR at the end of it. Next, common, commoner. Here consonant N, a single vowel O before N, and we have to add ER as the suffix. But once again, since there is no stress at the end of the word, we have directly added the suffix and not doubled the letter N. Now, rule number 7. If the word has only one syllable and ends with a single vowel plus a consonant, then we double the consonant while adding the suffix. Let's see the examples first. Stop, stopper. So, conditions are consonant, which is P, a single vowel before it, that's O, and the word has actually a one syllable, stop. So we have doubled the final consonant, which is P, while adding the suffix ER. Let's see the next. Dim, dimmer. Here also there is only one syllable, dim, and there is a single vowel I, a consonant M. So while adding the suffix ER, we have doubled the consonant M. We learn more about the syllables in our another video. So now moving the next rule. Rule number 8. If the verb ends with two vowels plus a consonant, then we do not double the consonant. So now you might understand what do we mean by a single vowel. So here you can see there's a consonant P at the end and there are two vowels before it, which are E. So to add the suffix ER, we have not doubled the consonant P and simply added ER at the end of the word. Next, keep, keeper. So this case is similar to the previous example. Now the last rule. Rule number 9. But the set of suffix have changed for this one. So if these suffixes are added to a word that ends in OUR, then change OUR to OR and then add the suffix. Let's see the examples to understand this point. Here you can see humor, humorous. So if you notice the spelling of humor, there is OUR at the end of it, but while adding the suffix OUS, we have changed OUR to OR and then added OUS at the end of it. Okay, let's see one more example. Labor, laborious. So here also you can see labor, OUR, and while writing laborious, then we have removed that U and instead of OUR we have used OR and then added the suffix IOUS. Now there is an exception to this rule. So for the other suffixes that we have used for the words that end with OUR, we do not change OUR to OR. So other than the suffixes that we have seen in the previous rule, So we do not change OUR to OR for the other suffixes. As you can see in this example, color, colorful. Here we have not changed OUR to OR. So that particular rule was specific to the given suffixes. Now, moving on to the next section in which we discuss suffixes that begin with consonants. So let's start. So for these two suffixes, the rule states that we simply add them to the end of the word. But a point to remember, any word with full is spelled with only one L, while the one with fully has double L in it. Let's see the examples. Faith, faithful. So there is only single L in full, but while we write faithfully, there is double L in it. So keep this thing in mind. Next example, bucket, bucketful. So we have simply added the suffix at the end of the word. For this set of suffixes, rule number 2 states that if the word ends with a consonant plus Y, then we change Y to I and then add the suffix. Let's see the examples. Beauty, beautiful. So the word ends with the Y and there is a consonant T before it. So we have changed Y to I and then added the suffix full at the end of it. Next, ready, readily. Here also the word ends with Y, consonant D, and we have changed Y to I and then added the suffix ly to make readily. Pretty, prettiest. Here also with Y there is a consonant T, and to add the suffix est we have removed Y and replaced it with I, then suffix est. Rule number 3 for the suffix ly, we simply add the suffix to the end of the word. Examples: slow, slowly, weak, weakly. But rule number 4 for the same set states that if the word ends in le, then we drop e and then add the suffix. So as you can see, gentle, gently. So the word ends in le, so we have removed e and added ly. Single, singly. Once again e is dropped and ly suffix is added. Now the last rule for this set of suffix: if the word ends in double L, then drop one L and then add the suffix. Let's see the examples first. Skill, skillful. So here as you can see, the word ends in double L, so we have removed one L and then added the suffix ful at the end of it. Chill, chilly. Here also there was double L, we dropped one L and then added the suffix ly, so do not get confused. The exception is if the suffix is ness, then we do not drop the L. So as you can see in the example, ill, illness. So we have not dropped the L. Well, so this was it for this video. And yes, there is a short exercise for you in which you have to identify the correct spellings. So I request you, please pause this video, attempt these questions, and once you are done, resume this video to check the correct answers. And here are your answers. I hope you got most of these answers right. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please feel free to ask your doubts in the comment section. Like this video, share this video in your friends and family, and subscribe to the English Monkey channel.